welcome back to Drawing for Kids. To start off, let's go over what material you'll need. You need some Crayola markers, which you can use any color markers that you like. Next, you also need some paper. In addition to that, you'll need some black markers, such as Sharpies. Okay, so as I'm going along, I'll go step by step on how to draw this character, but I really like to invite you to add your own little twist to it to make it your own. There's no pressure to necessarily draw exactly what I have, but let's use that as a guidance to see what we can come up with. As always, remember to add in a little bit of your imagination to make it your own. You can do this drawing with your family and friends, and at the end of it, maybe check out how everybody's drawing turned out at the very end. Are you ready? So we're gonna get started. For today's drawing, I'm gonna be doing a really cute animal, and it is a stripy animal. Can you guess what animal this is? Well, let me tell you, it's going to be a very cute tiger. So let's get started. So here I'm using my black marker. I'm going to start off by drawing the head of the tiger. Now this tiger is going to be a little bit on the furry side with lots of like whiskers and hair sticking out from the sides. As you can see, I'm going to do some of the kind of like the whiskers and hairs from the side here. Lots of like round curvy lines. So that's one thing to note about if you're ever going to be drawing something that's really cute. You want to make sure to avoid any sharp edges and have like more round lines and curves. Here's one ear for the tiger, and we're going to do another ear. It's almost like a half a circle, a semicircle, one on each side. Next, I'm going to be doing some fur on the chest of the tiger itself. Again, lots of like more round lines. And I'm probably going to leave that fluff of fur white. Here is the foreleg. So like the tiger will have like feet. So here's one of them. And you can see I am doing the paws, the little toes on it. Just dividing up the foot with like lots of little lines in between. And here's the other foot and the foreleg here, forearm. So there's the two, and of course I need to do the hind legs as well. Along the way, I'm going to be doing these little triangles and coloring them black, because those are the black stripy lines for the tiger. So here's some more stripy lines. Of course, if you like, you can be more creative and choose to not color those stripy lines in black. Maybe you can choose other colors that you like as well. Here is the rest of the body for the tiger. It's going to be sitting down on its bottom. So here is the hind leg. You can see him doing the little toes there. Looks pretty cute so far. And you can see like still stays true to the fact that we're going to do more round lines, more curvy, bubbly, like it's a very fluffy tiger. Here I'm going to do some black triangles with the stripes on the back. You can make those stripes a little thinner or a little bit longer. You can add more stripes if you like as well. It doesn't have to look exactly like my artwork. After all, I think part of drawing is just having fun with it, and it's okay for it to be different from what I'm drawing. Here you can see I'm just drawing the tail for the tiger, coloring the end with my black marker, and of course be drawing some more stripes on that tail as well. For this tiger, I'm gonna leave the eyes and the nose for the very end. I think one of the reasons I left at the very end is so that we can spend a little bit of time thinking about what kind of expression do we want our tiger to have. Is the tiger gonna be very happy, surprised, sleepy, and what kind of story are we trying to tell about this character? The reason I want to leave that at the end and for us to think about it is because the expression that your animal can have on their face can tell a lot about a story, and that makes each of our drawings so much more unique when you show it to your friends or family and explain what is happening to this drawing. Not just that it is a tiger, but it is a tiger that's going to a birthday party or whatever story you decide to plan. That story can be in line with maybe a longer story that you have planned if you're writing a storybook, or maybe just to express how you're feeling today. Here I'm just gonna add in some black markings on the ears for the tiger. And then we're going to move on to the eyes, ears, and nose for the tiger next. For the eyes, I have two large oval eyes. Now I find that like larger eyes do make the animal a little bit cuter. I'm gonna make the end, like the bottom, a little bit more flat, so it's not exactly an oval. I'm gonna draw a small white circle or a small circle on the top to show like the glistening of the light off the eyes, and that will make the eyes sparkle a little bit more. Next, I'm gonna color in the pupil for the tiger, as you can see here, still leaving that white circle empty, so it shows a little bit of sparkle on the tiger's eye. After finishing the eyes, you can choose to maybe even add eyebrows to show expression of anger, sadness, or maybe joy. I'm also going to add some stripes on the top forehead of the tiger. So here I'm just going to add on some stripes and of course coloring them in with my black marker at the end. I hope you're all enjoying this step-by-step drawing so far. If you like the content on this channel, I appreciate it very much if you consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I'll also love to hear from you if you have other ideas for other animals or like cartoon characters you'd like me to draw in future videos. So here I'm just gonna continue drawing in the stripes, and of course I can't miss out on the tiger's nose and mouth as well. Here, making sure I color in all the gaps. Next I will work on the nose, which is kind of like a dot, but if you want you can do like a larger dot if you want, or like a big round oval for a nose. And then here is the mouth, and of course I want little teeth for my tiger as well. Well, that is it, just about done for the outline for my tiger. Next I'm going to start coloring in my tiger. For coloring, I like to have my colors ready in advance before I start coloring, so that like I have all my materials ready. So for tigers, I was thinking I needed some like orange and maybe some light yellow, maybe some like pink or red for the mouth as well. However, you can choose to have different color tiger if you would like. Here you can see I'm just drawing an outline for the paw, so I'm not going to color in the whole leg with orange. I'm going to leave some spots for like the white fur and the white markings. For coloring, I really try my best to color within the lines and like fill in all the gaps. Although I try my best, it's not always perfect, but that is okay. The main part of drawing and coloring is just to enjoy the process. It may not be perfect, but part of it is just having fun and like using your imagination to create your own characters and just let your creativity go wild. So here again, just using my orange marker to kind of mark where the outline is that I will be leaving white for the white patches of fur. After that, I'm just gonna start coloring in the rest of my tiger. So why don't you color along with me as I slowly use my orange and fill in the blank. Next, I'm going to use this pink marker to color in the tongue and also the inner mouth of the tiger, but I'll probably use this to kind of draw in some blush for the cheeks to make it like really cute and rosy cheeks as well. I'm also going to use like sunshine yellow to create a little bit of shadows under the chin of the tiger and just like in different areas where I foresee shadows. Now this is not a requirement. You don't necessarily have to do this part. If you just want to leave it as it is, that is fine as well. But I would say this is more advanced step if you are interested in adding shadows and more depth and interesting, kind of makes the character a little bit more interesting. So here you can see I'm adding a little bit of shadow at the bottom. Just really depends on where the light is coming from. And I don't really love gray, so I'm going to use this kind of sunshine yellow, orange color to depict where the shadows are. But I think that this tiger looks pretty cute so far. I hope that you're liking your tiger. It may not look the same, but that's okay. So here is the final drawing of this cute tiger. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I hope you like this step-by-step drawing. Hopefully I will see you in future videos. Stay safe and stay creative, everyone. Bye for now.